Down by the water where willows weep, morning dew lies in mounds so deep. I hear a whisper in every flow, her name carried where cold winds blow. Pebbles glisten beneath my feet, her laughter echoes each heartbeat. She fished there once at break of day, taught me patience in every way. Line in hand we'd watch sun gleam, share our hopes and childhood dreams. Now the current runs so free, but her voice drifts back to me. Her name echoes in the creek, soft and clear, a song of love I still hold dear. When ripples dance and waters gleam, I feel her there in every stream. Though years have passed and lives can break, her name still echoes in the creek. Some chase thunder, some chase rain, but I chase echoes of her name. When world feels lost or I can't see, I lean to where the creek calls me. Her name echoes in the creek, rolling on the breeze, a gentle cry from life runs dry or hearts feel weak. I close my eyes, let her name speak in every flow and every streak. Her name echoes in the creek. He carved his name beneath the seat, wore out the wood with boots and heat. Never said much, but we all knew when he cleared his throat, the house stood true. Coffee steam, the papers rustle, he'd nod along, avoid the bustle. Taught us more with just one stare than sermons packed with scripted care. The chair at the end still waits each night, like he might walk in, turn on the light. We don't move it, we don't dare, it holds the weight of all his care. The wood is worn, the arms don't bend, but it still holds him, the chair at the end. Mama does it once a week, whispers low, her voice gone weak. And every Christmas, every grace, we pause a second, leave that space. The chair at the end still waits each night, like he might walk in, turn on the light. We don't move it, we don't dare, it holds the weight of all his care. The wood is worn, the arms don't bend, but it still holds him, the chair at the end. And when I sit in silence deep, I hear him breathe, I feel him keep chair at the end will one day crack, but love like his don't take years back. So leave it there, don't fix or mend. It's not just wood, it's where he's been. And if I'm lucky when mine must end, they'll still remember the chair at the end. The more I live, the less I race. I find more peace in a slower pace. I don't chase things like I used to do. Now I just sit and watch the sky turn blue. The more I live, the more I see that love don't need to shout to be. A touch, a smile, a quiet word can speak the loudest when it's heard. I don't regret what I've been through. The more I live, the more I value you. I used to hold grudges like they were gold. Now I let go and I feel whole. The things that broke me now make sense. Time turns pain into common sense. The more I live, the more I see that love don't need to shout to be. A touch, a smile, a quiet word can speak the loudest when it's heard. I don't regret what I've been through. The more I live, the more I value you. And the mirror don't scare me anymore. It shows a man I'm grateful for. The more I live, the more I give, the less I need just to forgive. The road behind was never straight, but led me here and it feels like fate. And if I've got one thing left to do, it's to live more days beside you. Scare me anymore. It shows a man I'm grateful for. The more I live, the more I give, the less I need just to forgive. The road behind was never straight, but led me here and it feels like fate. And if I've got one thing left to do, it's to live more days beside you. Out past the town where the blacktop ends, the mailboxes lean like tired old friends. There's a dirt road curve I used to race, and a cottonwood stump carved with my face. It's where I learned to throw a line, where Grandpa taught me, son, take your time. First beer, first fight, first kiss in vain. That back road mud still holds the stain. back roads know my name, they call me home. Every rut, every bend, every stone. They've seen me run, they've seen me pray, they've seen me turn and walk away. I've been gone, but I can't stay tame, 'cause the back roads still know my name. Mama's porch light flickers warm, Daddy's old boots by the barn door worn. That gravel dust is in my blood, and Sunday bells still echo good. Back roads know my name, they call me home. Every rut, every bend, every stone. They've seen me run, they've seen me pray, they've seen me turn and walk away. I've been gone, but I can't stay tame, 'cause the back roads still know my name. You can trade your truck for city lights, but country roads don't lose your eyes. Back roads know my name when the world forgets. They keep my dreams and old regrets. They wind like time through fields in flame and whisper low, boy, nothing's changed. You can go, but you're still the same. 'Cause these back roads, they know your name.
We found it tucked on page 109 next to verses she'd underlined, folded twice in faded blue. Her curse is soft, her words like dew. It wasn't long, but Lord, it spoke of things she held and ones that broke. She wrote, if you read this, I'm gone, but don't you think I'm truly gone. The letter in her Bible knew that we'd need peace when skies weren't blue. She said, don't cry too loud for me, I've got more joy than eyes can see. And every Sunday sing the hymn, I'll be right there between each line of him. She named us all by child and name, said Daddy's love was still the same. She thanked the Lord for grace so wide and signed it soft with love, your bride. The letter in her Bible knew that we'd need peace when skies weren't blue. She said, don't cry too loud for me, I've got more joy than eyes can see. And every Sunday sing the hymn, I'll be right there between each line of him. She left no house, no rings, no gold, just words too deep, too sweet to hold. The letter in her Bible stays between the Psalms and prayerful days. And when I read her final line, it feels like Sunday all the time. She wrote, I'm home where I belong,
screen door still creaks like it used to, and the swing still sways with the morning dew. The porch light's dim, but it always stays on, like it's waiting for a boy long gone. Mama said we leave it for you, son, in case one day you come back where you're from. I chased dreams far and let years fly, but that soft light never said goodbye. There's a porch light left on a world that moved fast, in a house full of yesterdays built to last. Even when I wandered, even when I strayed, it lit the way home no matter how late, like a whisper of grace through nights so long. There's always a porch light left on. Daddy's boots still sit by the old back door, and Mama's prayers still flow through the floor. No questions asked when I walk back in, just a hug and coffee warm from within. There's a porch light left on a world that moved fast, in a house full of yesterdays built to last. Even when I wandered, even when I strayed, it lit the way home no matter how late, like a whisper of grace through nights so long. There's always a porch light left on. We all need a place where love won't fade, where someone waits, come what may. There's a porch light left at the end of the lane, where the gravel remembers my first name. Even when roads pull hearts apart, that light still burns in Mama's heart, like a quiet hymn through dusk till dawn. There's always a porch light left on. You come in quiet, like a breath of dawn. No need to shout, no need to call. The room feels warmer when you're near. You bring the calm I crave to hear. You're soft like Sunday, slow like rain. You hold my heart without a chain. You don't need diamonds, you don't wear gold, but you shine brighter than I've ever known. You don't rush in, you don't let go. You're the only peace I've ever known. You move like music I barely hear, but every note is crystal clear. No firework, no grand parade, just a steady love that never fades. You're soft like Sunday, slow like rain. You hold my heart without a chain.
shine brighter than I've ever known. You don't rush in, you don't let go. You're the only peace I've ever known. If the world turns rough and loud, you're the whisper in the crowd. You're soft like Sunday, slow like rain. You're the truth in every line I sing. You don't need diamonds, you don't wear gold, but you shine brighter than I've ever known. Just stay right here, don't let me go. You're the only peace I'll ever know.
What if I'd called instead of waiting? What if I'd stayed when she was breaking? What if I turned the porch light on and met her tears before they were gone? What if I hadn't checked that phone and kissed her lips instead of stone? What if I left work on time and danced with her instead of that wine? A dozen what ifs haunt these walls, echo soft in empty halls. They don't shout, they just sit still, like folded notes on windowsills. And every night they softly drift through my heart. A dozen what ifs. What if I'd heard her silent plea? What if I gave the love she'd need? What if I held her when she shook instead of reaching for my book? A dozen what ifs haunt these walls, echo soft in empty halls. They don't shout, they just sit still, like folded notes on windowsills. And every night they softly drift through my heart. A dozen what ifs. Slammed, never cursed, she just left with a quiet first. Now what if I could turn back time? Would I still miss each subtle sign? Would I still lose the love I had to one more joke, one less I'm glad? Or would I change what I now miss, lose the weight of a dozen what ifs? Dust on the cover, needle-worn thin old Hank's record, but I hear her again
It ain't her song, but Lord, it feels that way. That soft little lilt she had when she'd sway. The vinyl spins, the past plays true. And there she is, just me and you. She danced barefoot on kitchen tile, singing off key, but Lord, that smile. I'd laugh and hum just to see her shine. Now I play this track like it's frozen in time. Crackle and hiss can't drown the sound of her in this house, still hanging around. Her voice in the old record player, like she never went anywhere. Every note feels like her hand spinning. Love I still don't understand. I close my eyes, the room turns warm. She's in the needle in every storm. Never fixed that skipping part, right where she'd laugh and steal my heart. So I let it play over again, looping love that never ends. Her voice in the old record player, a ghost in grooves, a midnight prayer. I ain't moved on, I just replay what she left behind that August day. The world moved on, but not this song. Her voice still lingers all night long.
I was 8 years old, with legs too short to reach the pedals in that old Ford. But Daddy said, boy, just take your time, and put his strong hands over mine. And we rolled through the fields, past the old pine tree, dust in the air, wind wild and free. I didn't know it then, but I'd start to feel the love of a man by the grid on a wheel. He worked all day and came home tired, but still found time for my wild desires. Right at dusk, just me and him. That rattle truck felt like a rocket ship, and we rolled through the fields, past the old pine tree, dust in the air, wind wild and free. I didn't know it then, but I'd start to feel the love of a man by the grill on a wheel. Now I've got a boy with wide-eyed dreams in a red toy truck that runs on steam. I see myself when he starts to steer, so I smile and say, you're doing fine right here. And we roll through the fields, past the old pine tree, dust in the air, wind wild and free. He's holding on tight, and I start to feel the circle of love on the grip of a wheel.
He fixed the fence before the sun, drank his coffee when the work was done, never raised his voice too loud, but when he spoke we all backed down. He'd nodded grace, not bow his head, read the obits while the bacon bled, built the crib then stood outside when Mama cried the first time I cried. Daddy never said too much, but he'd show up with tools and touch. Taught me love ain't always loud, it's in the mud, the sweat, the plow. His I love you was two worn gloves. Daddy never said too much, but it was enough. He called me son and not by name, just like his dad. He did the same, he prayed by fixing broken things and showed his soul in oil stains. Daddy never said too much, but he'd show up with tools and touch. Taught me love ain't always loud, it's in the mud, the sweat, the plow. His I love you was two worn gloves. Daddy never said too much, but it was enough. Now I'm the one who sits out back with coffee steam and hammer cloud. When my boy comes looking blue, I fix the gate and say me too. 'Cause Daddy taught me how to stay without a word, just in the way. And if he wonders what love does, I'll say Daddy never said too much, but it was enough. Clocked out on a Friday late, boss said son don't show up late. I smiled and said I won't be back, threw my tie in the backseat with my past. I took the old two-lane back road, been past a sign that said start again. One hand out, radio loud, left my worries in that big town cloud. With $20 and a tank of gas, I left behind what I knew wouldn't last. No big plans, just a heart that's full of back road dreams and a belly half full. I may not have much, but man it feels fast with $20 and a tank of gas. Stopped by Joe's for a slice and beer. Old folks smiled like I'd been here. My boots hit gravel, my soul hit peace. A breeze like that brings you release. With $20 and a tank of gas, I left behind what I knew wouldn't last. No big plans, just a heart that's full of back road dreams and a belly half full. I may not have much, but man it feels fast with $20 and a tank of gas. Some folks chase gold or fame, me I'll take dirt roads in my daddy's name. With $20 and a tank of gas, I found a place where time moves past, slow and easy, sweet and true. With class with $20 and a tank of gas.
Still hangs by the oven, a faded red check. Smells like Sunday roast and cinnamon bread. Her hands were small, but they moved with grace. Tied that apron round her like a warm embrace. She wore it proud through joy and strife. That apron knew her better than life. She folded it slow on her final day, laid it down gentle, then slipped away. Didn't take her Bible or her wedding band, just whispered, "I'm tired," and touched my hand. That apron's still there, untouched by dust, a symbol of love, of work, of trust. That's the apron she folded last, time stitched in every seam and clasp, held every stain and tear she knew. From raising me to making stew, I still smell home in that cotton sash. The apron she folded last. It ain't just cloth, it ain't just thread. It's the prayers she whispered, the tears she shed. It held her back when the world turned fast. It held her still when nothing else did last. That's the apron she folded last, a final breath wrapped in the past. I hang it now near a photograph, right where she stood, right where she laughed. I don't need a grave or stone to pass. I've got the apron she folded last. That old leather notebook on the countertop, pages stained where her hands would stop. Spaghetti sauce, cornbread sweet, every line of memory I still eat. She measured love in a simple spoon, filled our hearts like a harvest moon. She'd hum a tune while stirring the pot. Teach me patience, teach me what's not got. No five-star place could compare to her stew, seasoned with faith in everything she'd do. Now when I cook I close my eyes and hear her laughter in the sunrise. Her recipes still feed the soul more than any feast I know. Every bite holds a lesson learned. In every flavor, love still burns. Though she's gone and chains are cold, her kitchen's warmth I still behold. The rolling pin rests where she last stood, flowers in the air like I knew it would. I traced the words she wrote so neat, and taste the past in every treat. No fancy meal, no gilded tray, just her in each dish I made today. Some folks chase restaurants bright and grand, but I find heaven in her gentle hands. No oven hot could ever replace the warmth she gave in that homey space. Her recipes still feed the soul, a legacy more precious than gold. I pass them down to those I hold, a bond of love in stories told. And when I'm old, I'll cook with pride, 'cause her recipes, they never die.
She wore her locket close to her heart, said this keeps our story when we're apart. A faded photo tucked inside of two young souls on their wedding night. No diamond gleam, no gold to show, just simple love in a gentle glow. I found it lying on her dresser top, her chain still warm, she'd never stop cherishing that simple sign, a promise made with hands entwined. When I was lost, I'd touch that chain and feel her love run through my veins. She wore love like a locket, close and true, a piece of her heart always carried through. When storms rolled in, that charm would sway, a constant light to guide my way. Though she's gone, her memory won't fade, 'cause she wore love like a locket, and it stayed. Now I keep it where her perfume lies, a testament beneath these skies. When nights get dark, I lift it high and hear her voice in every sigh. No need to ask where she might be, her love still wrapped
Some folks chase treasures far and wide, but hers was simple faith and pride. A little chain, a little light, to warm my soul each lonely night. She wore love like a locket, close and true, a piece of her heart always carried through. And though she's gone, her spirit stays in that small charm in countless ways. I'll hold it tight until my days are through, 'cause she wore love like a locket, and it's my truth.
Ashes rest in the hearth below, embers glow with a fading glow. I sit in silence, gaze at the flame, and feel her presence whispering my name. No gentle voice, no lullaby, but I see her form as the sparks fly high. She'd warm her hands where the coals burn bright, humming a tune on a cold winter night. Her shadow danced on the brick and stone, like a promise that she'd not leave me alone. Now when the fire crackles low, I almost swear I feel her soul. Her shadow lingers by the fireplace, and every flicker I see her face. Though years have passed and rooms feel bare, I find her warmth still drifting there. No photos need or portrait frame, her memory glows in that dancing flame. The old armchair still bears her scent, cushions worn from nights she spent. She'd read me stories till sleep took hold, her gentle touch a comfort to my soul. Now I lean in where the embers die, and feel her love in the smoky sky. Sometimes I reach to touch her cheek, but find only soot and fears to keep. Yet when the fire's soft and low, her shadow returns and guides me home. Her shadow lingers by the fireplace, a silent hug in a lonely place. Though she's gone where the angels rest, her spirit stays where my heart's blessed. No matter how life's winds may chase, her love remains by the fireplace. The sun was up, not saying much. Mom had packed that army lunch. I tried to joke to ease the room, but his silence filled up every room. He grabbed my bag before I could, didn't ask, just understood. Didn't say, I'm proud of you, just nodded once, like men still do. He walked me to the truck that day, didn't hug, didn't ask me to stay, just stood out front till I was gone, like roots that hold when the wind blows strong. Some dads speak, some dads show up, and I just walk me the rug. He kicked the tire like he always did, said got gas, and raised his lid. Put a folded note in the glove, no words out loud, but that was love. He walked me to the truck that day, didn't hug, didn't ask me to stay, just stood out front till I was gone, like roots that hold when the wind blows strong. Some dads speak, some dads show up, and mine just walk me to the. Later that night, in barracks gray, I read that note and cried all day. He said, be strong and write your name on every wall that bears no shame. And if you fall, I'll build you back with hands that worked and boots gone black. I never said it, never stuck, but son, I love you. Now start the truck.
There's a swing on the porch that creaks just right. When the wind comes soft on a Sunday night, it leans a little from her favorite side, where she'd sit with tea and a heart open wide. That old swing don't talk, but it sure remembers the summer she sang like a quiet ember. She'd sway with grace, never in a rush, bare feet tapping on the planks with hush. She'd close her eyes and hum a hymn, and the world slowed down just to be near her then. That swing still moves when no one's near, almost like she whispers here. The porch swing knows her name, feels her weight in the morning rain, still rocks gentle with the breeze, like she's back with memories. No one sat there quite the same. The porch swing still knows her name. Sometimes I leave the door cracked wide just in case she comes to sit outside. And when the chains creak low and slow, I swear it's her just saying hello. The porch swing knows her name, like wood remembers every flame. Though she's gone, the porch remains, holding echoes, not just stains. Time moved on, but love don't fade. That porch swing still knows her name. Walk down gravel roads in worn-out shoes, waving at folks like they held her truth. With daisies blooming where her heels had passed, she left more beauty than the world could grasp. She hummed like Sunday soft and sure, bringing joy where the heart felt poor. Kids would smile, dogs would race, just to feel her kindness in that place. She left spring in her step, sunshine in her wake, like the warmth of a pie Mama used to bake. Her life was a breeze that danced with the trees. Her presence was calm like the hush before peace. She never said much, but the whole town knew. Wherever she walked, wildflowers grew. She'd leave a pie on a neighbor's chair, and gospel tunes floating through the air. She never asked for praise or fame, just wanted love to know her name. She left spring in her steps, hope in the rain, a melody soft that still sings in my brain. You'd see her once and feel brand new, like Sunday socks and Easter blue. Though time moves on, I still believe she left more than steps, she left me reprieve. Now the road's the same, but not quite bright, without her smile, without her light. But every April when robins return, I swear I feel her and flowers burn. She left spring in her steps, love without end. She taught the soil how to mend, her shadow soft like a hymn unsaid, a living prayer where memories tread. And when I walk that road today, I smile 'cause she walked this way. Clouds roll in on an August sky, same kind of gray that was in her eyes. The wind hums soft like her goodbye. Every storm's a memory I can't deny. The porch still leaks where she used to sit, watching thunder roll while the candles lit. Now I hear her voice in the window pane. She's the reason for the rain. She's the drizzle on the morning field, the tear the heavens can't conceal. conceal. She's in the drops on my old truck's hood, in every flood of all that could have been good. No weather app can explain. She's the reason for the rain. I still wear the coat she's stitched for fall, but it don't keep me warm at all. 'Cause when the skies begin to strain, it's her whispering again in the rain. She's the drizzle on the morning field, the tear the heavens can't conceal. She's in the hush before the thunder's chain, in every silence carved by pain. I don't need signs to explain. She's the reason for the rain. Some folks pray for skies so blue, but I wait for clouds that feel like you. She's a song in a midnight storm, a hush that feels too close to warm, in every drop that hits this lane. She's the reason for the rain.